Hey everyone, it's Neil here, and we're just going to do a quick new tour of the brand new studio setup that we have for the Data Plus Train channel. So this is going to be where I will be spending most of my time, kind of delivering training for online courses, but also doing a number of those YouTube videos. So we're just going to have a quick walkthrough, show you what we have in store. We have 3 workstations now. So I'm going to show you the first one, which is this one over here, which is mainly for kind of reviewing the end content, looking at kind of some training myself, doing some web conferences, and kind of just where some of the spare gear is, and like the back camera. We've got our nice humidifier and air purifier here. We're based in London, so we do need that. A Razer headset and a Razer laptop, and just peeking behind there's another one of the PCs. We have 3 PCs and 1 laptop. So there's the kind of back view. We have a couple of our cards on the door there. This is our back screen, kind of little image. We have our whiskies on top and some cocktail kind of ingredients as well. A little bit more of a whiskey fine down the bottom there. So all cool. That's kind of where I've been doing some training for me. Now here's where the main stations are. So we're going to walk you through these. But first off, we've got a nice comfy chair for kind of just relaxing a little bit, taking the weight off. Our awesome Secret Lab Amiga chair that's going to be kind of pretty much my day-to-day chair. Super comfortable, excellent back support. I've got an extra support there just to kind of take a twinge I had recently, and that's all gone now. So I may have to remove that for now. But underneath, just kind of before we go up there, we got a little air conditioner, lots of power points, some storage, and our little footrest. So let's look at the mainstay. So this is my main PC. This is kind of where I spend most of my time, is in this station here. Let's look at the PC first. It's a nice overclockers PC. Just going to rotate that a little bit so you can see that a bit better. Lovely little graphic on there. Let's go back to the full width there. So little stream deck for turning lights on and off, and for doing a bunch of other really cool stuff that we might want to do. We have our Alexa in the corner. We won't be too noisy because she'll wake up and start trying to do stuff. Here's my lovely SteelSeries keyboard, and very kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a little kind of shield there in front that's really smooth and very comfortable, kind of rubberized. We have a 4G 28-inch, I think maybe, monitor, number 1, and an exact number 1 as well there. So I think that's the Acer brands. It's G-Sync. It's very, very nice. Gives it a lovely view. And above that, we have a couple of additional monitors. So I've added in some additional monitors. This one's a 2K touchscreen monitor. I don't have the touchscreen cable in there, but that's kind of that one. And that's actually being used to kind of be my confidence monitor, to outshow kind of what's actually going out on the stream. Here's my vMix setup. So all my kind of audio equipment, all my kind of video, all my settings, and everything else I need to do. We've got our switcher, a kind of control there. So this is the A10 Mini Pro just down here, which is flashing like a maniac when I put the screen on it. But that's going to be kind of how I go between different screens and different cameras. At the moment I've got a couple plugged in. I do have a very cool device next to it called Lupodeck CT Control Surface, or CT something. And right next to that is my Rodecaster Pro. So this is a audio mixer, has some of my kind of microphones, which are XLR microphones going in. I'm also trying out the Wireless Go for Rode. So I have that one there, and I'm just going to turn that on. So let me kind of just press that. Get a couple of lights coming onto there. There we go. And I'm just going to do the same for the receiver, which is mounted on a magnetic kind of clip there. And what you'll see is, if I now talk into this, you'll see it kind of go a bit mental. It's a little bit closer. It's probably going to be back there on me, and I have that kind of volume wedge. So I can see the screen at a glance, and I can see the audio going up and down. That's cool. Here's the camera. This is a Sony a6100 with a Sigma 16mm f1.4. So this gives us a lovely blurred background, easy to focus. I actually even have a remote control for it. So actually, if I come out a little bit further, and you'll see me kind of in the screen there, if I adjust the zoom, you can see I'm kind of going in a little bit, I'm going out a little bit, so I can get it right into the right position I want it to be. So it's going to put it back to where it should be, there, about there. So this is the kind of main PC. Now let me just move the chair out of its kind of tucked away position there, and we'll go to setup number 2. Now it's currently off, reason being it kind of gave me a bit of a grief, and so I need to basically install Windows again on it. But this is a stand-up desk, so kind of just give you an idea. Let me just kind of move that monitor out of the way a little bit, and just that is I can adjust the height of this up and down. So only kind of don't, probably about there is probably about my kind of position. So I can stand on my mat that has some cushioning, lovely cushioning there, and I can do a stand-up kind of position. So I've got my seated position here. One of the lovely things also is I've designed it so I can switch around the monitors a little bit and reposition them. Now I've still got some work to do to get it 100% lined in, but essentially I can have the monitors kind of flip around a bit so I can see exactly what I want to see, and maybe kind of, you know, reposition it out the way, and do something of this nature. I've got a bit more of adjustment to do yet, but this will be side monitor, this will be the main monitor, and this will be my streaming monitor. So I have a couple of monitors. Let's talk about speakers. We have a couple of lovely Divine studio speakers. They have some awesome sound quality. Sitting above that, there's a couple of lamps. There's a little circular one, which is a Philips Hue. And there's the Elgato kind of main light as well, key light as they call it. Naturally, I don't have just one of those. I have that mirrored on this side as well. So one studio speaker, one of the Hue lights, and one of the Elgato lights. And below, I think you might be able to see, I've got a couple of the, you can see here, a couple of lights hidden in the background as well, which again are some of the Hue lights, which I can kind of then put on a, you know, different settings for whatever kind of ambience I want. So kind of just panning around, you can see we have a nice kind of background look, and that'd be awesome to see when you're kind of doing some videos. A bit of color always goes down well. And this is actually something I've been asked about, is how do I get the light into this, what is actually a Dyson hot cool system. So let me just kind of pull it out. And these are aperture lights. They are, let me just kind of turn it off for a second so I can kind of talk to you about it. So it's a light, it's got full color range, so I can kind of change it to any color I like. But essentially what I then do is just put it this kind of plastic case on it and just put it in the back. So let me just kind of do that. Just going to rearrange that a little bit. So put the light back on. Work out where I want to put it, that way round. And then kind of just sit the light. Okay, so we managed to turn the phone off for a moment or two there. So I'll edit that a little bit. We do have a little back camera and all the other gubbins there. So that is, let's kind of walk back a little bit. That is the Data Plus Train YouTube and training sit-up. We got a little couch area there as well for a bit of soft seating when we need to take the feet off. So guys, I will see you in another video very soon. Now I've got this all set up, well, mostly, I will be cracking on with some videos. So I look forward to seeing you in those soon. And I forgot to mention actually about the green screen, which is down here, which will kind of be moved around, and all of the kind of blackout blinds I have. So I have full control about my color. So see you guys soon. Bye for now. I don't know. Oh, you can't see me. There we go. So get right to the right screen. There we go. Bye for now, guys. See you later.